Intellectual disability is not a reason to silence someone, limit their rights, or make decisions for them. It is a call to provide respect, support, and the freedom for every person to live with dignity, make choices, and be fully included in their community.
Hey, it's Brandon, your one-legged disabled self-advocate.
This video is about standing up for the rights, voice, and values of people with intellectual disabilities. Intellectual disability is often misunderstood. People hear the term and immediately think about limitations, but what often gets ignored is the person, their voice, their preferences, and their right to be part of decisions that affect their own life. An intellectual disability can affect how someone learns, understands information, or communicates. But needing support does not mean someone should lose control over their life. It does not mean their voice matters less. Too often, people with intellectual disabilities are underestimated. They are talked over, excluded from conversations, or decisions are made without them. Sometimes it is done intentionally, but many times it happens because people assume they are helping. But taking away someone's choice is not help. Real support looks different. Real support means taking the time to explain things clearly. It means using plain language, visual tools, or breaking information into smaller steps. It means giving someone the time they need to understand and respond. Most importantly, it means listening. People with intellectual disabilities have the same rights as everyone else. That includes the right to make decisions about their own lives, where they live, who they spend time with, what they do each day, and what goals they want to pursue. This is where advocacy becomes important. For a long time, systems have relied on control instead of support. Guardianship is one example, where someone else is given the legal power to make decisions for a person. While it is sometimes presented as protection, it can also take away a person's independence and voice. There is another way: supported decision-making. Supported decision-making means the person stays in control, but they have help understanding their options. They can choose trusted people to support them, ask questions, and work through decisions without losing their rights. This approach respects the person as the decision-maker, not as someone who needs to be controlled. Self-advocacy is a big part of this. Self-advocacy means speaking up for yourself, your needs, and your rights. For people with intellectual disabilities, that might look different for each person. Some people use their voice, others use communication devices, and some rely on supporters to help express their choices. But no matter how it looks, their voice matters, and that is something society needs to understand better. People with intellectual disabilities are not problems to be fixed. They are individuals with strengths, goals, relationships, and dreams. When we focus only on limitations, we miss everything they bring to their communities. Inclusion is not just about being present. It is about being involved. It is about being respected. It is about having real choices and real opportunities. That means schools, workplaces, healthcare systems, and communities all have a role to play. Accessibility is not just physical. It is also communication, understanding, and attitude. We also need to challenge the idea that someone is too disabled to make decisions. That mindset creates barriers, it leads to exclusion, and it takes power away from people who deserve to have it. Instead, we should be asking, what support does this person need to make their own decisions? That is the shift, from control to empowerment, from assumptions to understanding, from exclusion to inclusion. Because when people with intellectual disabilities are given the right support, they can and do make meaningful choices about their lives, and when their voices are included, systems become better for everyone. So this is not just about awareness, it is about action, it is about listening to self-advocates, it is about respecting choices, even when they look different from what others expect. It is about building a world where people with intellectual disabilities are seen, heard, and valued, not just in words, but in real, everyday decisions. Voice matters, choice matters, rights matter. And every person deserves to live a life where those things are respected.